Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary Gongsun Zan campaign. We pick things up for episode 2 from turn 14 in the spring season of 193. So last time we spent the first 13 turns sailing down the coast, declaring war on everyone. Pretty much we went like, hi, we're at war with you from now till forever. And we landed all the way in Yizhou, which is modern day Taiwan. Now there are some who's going to debate whether Yizhou being mentioned during the Three Kingdoms time is actually Taiwan itself. There's some historians that claim there's no way to know. The description of Yizhou is that you sailed out of the mouth of the Yangtze River and you went down south for about, I think, 2,000 whatever unit and measure they were using at the time for nautical measurements, and you arrived at this island. There are historians who said it could be any of these island chains here. It could be a little one, doesn't have to be the big massive one down here that is modern day Taiwan. Well, that's definitely possible, but many historians believe the reason why Yizhou was kind of picked to be landed on is because they know that there's locals. There are people who sailed from this island to the mainland at the same time as well, and Sun Quan was interested in finding it to recruit more troops. That's kind of his goal, because he really ran out of space to expand if you think about things, right? He pretty much had parts of the north and southern banks of the Yangtze River, and he can't really expand much west due to the mountain ranges, so he can't beat Cao Cao. South seems like free real estate, but he tried that. I mean, the only reason people argue about it now, it's about, politics, whether, Taiwan was discovered then. It really doesn't matter. It was discovered later on in other dynasties throughout history. So it's not like you can avoid this one and be like, it was never discovered. I mean, it doesn't matter. Alright, anyways, we have landed. We found it. We are in Danshui, which I explained last time means fresh water. Salt water is what we, sailed on. Now we have some fresh water. We have a place to call home. We no longer need this unit. We kept it because I was thinking maybe there's an opportunity for us to fight some land on the way to get some supplies, and it'll be easier to fight with the actual unit plus generals versus just generals, because that way the enemy archers will not shoot at us. But now we have landed, we don't need him anymore. We do need to think carefully about how we want to level up Gongsun Zan, because he is our leader, and he's going to be our leader throughout the campaign. So I think we have to kind of hug the bottom here, even though it might not be the most beneficial for him, because we need flexibility and we need reach. And these two are really the only ones that are going to give us significant boost to the faction. 1 extra army, and most importantly, 25% redeployment cost discount. We already have dignity, which gives us faction support. Kind of meaningless right now because, sure, we're taking some land here, but we're not expanding anytime soon. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time or needs a refresher on the rules of the campaign, this is Total War campaign, and I'm taking it pretty seriously. Where if I meet a faction, I just declare war right off the bat, because there's ways you can play this where you perhaps offer him all your per turn gold for a lot of his lump sum gold or copper coins, whatever unit you want to call them, and items, and then you declare war. They don't have to pay them. That kind of defeats the spirit of this is Total War, so I'm not going to do that. We're just going to literally check every turn to make sure there's no new factions, declare war on everyone. And the other rule for this campaign is that we are going to escape to Taiwan in the beginning of the campaign, which we did. And not only are we escaping Taiwan, we're going to build up in Taiwan first. We're going to have a decent sized city here, maybe wait, I think, around 50 turns before we go back to the mainland. Because if I just come here and start expanding over here, then it doesn't make Taiwan special here. So the goal is to try to expand our influence here. Alright, with that said, it's actually quite difficult to maneuver around this location, given that there's a lot of rivers here. So for us to reach this fishing port down south, it's better if we get back into the water despite our extremely low supplies, because generals really will not die due to attrition. They will just drop very, very low in health. But we'll get there in 1 turn. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe 2 turns. Oh well. We did have a very nice general show up in our recruitment pool in Guojia, which is extremely welcomed. So we will be snatching him. Keeping him happy will be another thing, but we will gladly grab him right now. We pretty much have a pretty nice court. Maltia is a very good administrator. Enforcer of morals, he gives minus 25% corruption. For us, slightly useless, but his assignment is also pretty amazing. So if we take a look at the assignments here, because he is administrator, I cannot assign him. So we might swap things around because I want his assignment. Agriculture development. But firing him would be a very, very dangerous move, just like firing Zhao Yun. It's gonna be really tricky. I think he has recently demoted. No, he doesn't. Even it's timed out. He might get it back. I might go back on him with a title. I mean, if he's only level 1, he's not gonna complain too much. He'll drop quite low, but he should still be okay. Right. Maybe we'll even... Okay, so he's gonna level up more when we build more buildings. Each building I think gives you about 1,000 experience. And he's probably gonna take the administrator route, but then he can't do that assignment. If Guojia levels up, I can make him learn wisdom and then make him do reward the filial and incorrupt. Yeah, I think we might do that. Our son leveled up, which is actually a terrible news. We don't want him to level up. Sibling jealousy. Wait a second. Did this just happen? Last turn? I'm sorry, did I miss out on the birth of our son? Yes, noble birth. I did miss out on the birth of our son. Harvest season of 192. Oh, quite a few seasons ago. I apologize. We were busy on a ship. What do I want to hear? I mean, this would be very helpful. Him leveling up is not, but the only faction-wide bonus he can give us is this, which is absolutely terrible. Now that you have a younger brother, it's making you jealous. I can't marry you off. I can try to kill you. He's a free character. Maybe we shouldn't kill him, but... Alright, we're gonna pick this up. In the future, he might be administrator. His traits doesn't really support that, but I kind of want him to get patience, because I do want to start trying to capture people. I didn't confirm yet, because I'm still trying to see what other options we have. Right, he will be the closest one to get to patience, so I guess that would work. Alright, we do get a pick of reform as well. I am pretty eager to get into this, but I need a level 2 government support building for this, so I can start picking up the fishing one. Level 5 fishing port's actually quite important. But right now I can't do much about that. Alright, I guess we'll get this season and then we'll get that next season. Our goal is to probably pop out a level 2 building by that time. Take us 3 turns to upgrade this once our son's assignment comes online. And then 2 turns to build these 2, because it'll be 1 turn, 1 turn. Right, perfect. We'll have it right on time for the assignment. Alright, it's not much going to be happening. Keeping satisfaction high is going to be our only goal. Let's continue. And we can't even change taxes, because we're not Right, having one county is also going to really hurt this. We'll struggle through it. Alrighty. Can we reach? I think so. Alright. That's ours. And now we can recall to heal. So we're going to focus on getting ourselves a second building slot first. And that's pretty much it. Quick check. Oh, the jealousy dies down. So it's been 3 turns since he was born. It was -10. The second he was born, my son was jealous. Wow. Right, friends within the faction, friends with faction leader, that's one that we have to kind of establish with everyone else. He's going to be fine as our administrator. We might summon Guojia out here so we don't lose any lack of purpose. And the fact that we're building a tax building is to make sure we can generate, you know, rebellions for us to fight in the beginning. Because we do want everyone to reach level 6. Let's continue. Koron wants peace. Nope. Alright, these turns should fly through. Oh, Luzhi Guosi. Oh my god. So the Civil War failed for you, it seems. Right, he has a grudge, so he's not a spy. His bonus kicks in pretty good late. 10% construction cost is nice. Once you have a lot of land, it's a lot of savings. Military supplies, not so much. Does he come with items? He does not. Now, Luzhi's always kind of dilemmas. Given our current scenario, he would most likely die of old age before we can really use him, since we'll be stuck here for quite a while. He does have Sincere, which grants +1 satisfaction just by standing there, but I would pay for these upkeep because I wouldn't want to get rid of these units. He has fondness towards us because he was our mentor. He was our teacher. Luzhi was a general, was a scholar. He's from the northeast. He taught a lot of students there, including us, Gongsun Zan. He also taught Liu Bei. Also, I believe, quite a few of the Liu clans in the north. Not Liu Yu, but I want to say Liu Bei's cousin. His name escapes me. And also Fu Xi, who was a general out west. A bunch of guys was his student. So that's why he has fondness for us. I don't think we were his favorite student or anything. I think if anything, Gongsun Zan and Liu Bei were kind of bad students. That's why we are all related. Not related, but has relationship. This is tough. He's great. He could be really good if we were fighting in the north, but in this sense, I feel like he would just be wasting our cash. Like, Guojia is young. Guojia's only 23. He will make it throughout the campaign. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. And we'll just stick to development. Make sure no one knew. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna meet any factions sitting here. Hopefully not. Let's continue. Now, who's gonna give the most ridiculous offers? This one's pretty bad. Alrighty. Relationship deepened between Mao Jie and Gongsun Zan. Wonderful. They're gonna become friends. Hopefully. And if they do, still only acquaintances, but do anyone have superstitious? No. Okay, so it's just kind of random because no one has superstitious to kind of create that event. But if they do become friends, oh, Ziling, 34. You're young. You're actually young. Went to Shi Xian's faction. Interesting. I mean, you don't start out with Yuan Shu in this start, so they do bounce around. Oh dear. He's level 4. Hard to keep happy. I hate passing up on so many generals, but I really don't think it'll benefit us grabbing them. Zhao Yun really needs elemental vigor. I mean, it just makes him so much better, but I'm also thinking about patience and capture chance. He has this honorable trait which makes him bad to lead the capture party. I might not give it to him. Guojia's probably best to lead the capture party. Level up, get patient somehow. Fight a few fights first. Alright, we're gonna have them stand together. Guojia's pretty amazing in terms of not hating people. I mean, he can work with Cao Cao and Xiahou Dun. Xiahou Dun is like pretty much impossible to work with. Okay, so that's good. I think that's all we can do. Let's I mean, do we want to rush buildings? That's another question. 375 is pretty cheap. If we rush it, we can get this done and still build that. I mean, building this only gives us food and prestige. There's no benefit building this early until we get that reform set. So let's get this just to get reform soon. Yeah, let's do that. We gotta save money. We can't really make a lot of money. See, this is a reasonable peace deal. Wang Lang knows he's weak. Alright, winter season, we pop that. So perfect timing, it'll be spring, we have a level 2, we can get the reform we want. Mommy, okay. Counselor Remonstrant. I mean, I actually don't know what that word means, but I know what he did historically. He was in charge of passing out seals. And Yuan Shu kidnapped him as he was passing out Yuan Shu's seal, and then took all his seal and started passing them out, you know, for Yuan Shu himself to his own men instead of the ones that are supposed to go to the right imperial court. So he was kind of imperial messenger. And not a good day for him. And we will also not be recruiting him. Wait, what is his bonus? Extra commerce? 5%? Ah, it's not that great. Do I want to summon her on the field just to get rid of desire for hire off? Oh, wait, she's not picking up lack of purpose, which is interesting. Faction development event? What did we do to make her unhappy? Friendship within hostile faction. Oh, Liu Yu. Come on. You even fought him a couple times. Nothing's really going on. Let us continue. Wow. Developments in the north. East Steel? You know, something that's going to be curious is how the AIs develop without our interference. And it's kind of fair. Everyone's at war with us, so if they tunnel vision, they should do it about evenly. Reform. That's the only exciting thing that happens every 5 turns. And we can get this one, and we're going to go straight for these 2. We're going to level up our fishing port first, I think. Or maybe our tax building a little bit first, but we're going for these. The next 2 seasons. I am, how many turns? 1 turn, right? So if he's 1 turn, I do a 2-turn build. I can cancel him and put him back in by the time this finishes, and then we can go for the 1-turn build again here. And how is it looking? We're gonna have the garrison stand outside just to speed this up a little bit. And that's pretty much all we can do. We cannot alter taxes until we, you know, get another 50 prestige points, which is possible with 1 territory. We're going for this, which is worth, you know, once you get to level 5 fishing ports, very unique. I don't know if people know this, but once you hit level 5, you actually ditch all the upkeep and you gain 100 points in commerce on top of your typical fishing amount. Now, of course, you don't gain any additional 1 compared to tier 4, whereas you can go for 8. So you trade 2 food away to save 60 upkeep and gain 100 commerce income. Totally the best deal. But you need wood. I just realized that. Oh gosh. All these forests and they don't consider that we have wood? This is a challenge, isn't it? So now going for the fishing port strategy seems like a poor decision. going for a taxation strategy seems like the best early game play. Alright. Good thing we checked. Good thing we checked. That means by next spring, we will want to upgrade this to a small city. But then to get to a small city, we need some food, and this is going to give us that some food. That's fair. Alright, let us continue, making sure no one is missing from the war list. Another very reasonable peace deal, but no. Alright, more fighting in the north. Huang Shao's faction got wiped out. Wow. Tao Song has died. Tao Qian probably going to be fighting. Now we can be very picky here. Because unless they offer extreme value, we pass. Our son goes back in. Everyone's kind of easing to the fact that we now live the island lifestyle. You know, our wife is still griping a little bit, but not anymore on getting above that 25 watermark. The local population might not like us, but we'll overcome that. Let's continue. Liu Yu finally wants to peace out with us, but still no. Alright, Alliance declares war against Dongmin, Ma Teng and Han Sui. Okay. Discourse of the State. Why, thank you. I needed a book to read. He needs that for the 10 points of satisfaction. No rush, because we're still not at small city yet. I can build this. And that's really it. Let us continue. Right, clearly nothing to do. Liu Bei is growing quite decently, I believe. Right, he has annexed everything. He stole our early game playbook guide. Alright, Zhu Rong wants a peace deal. So I think this is the last one I will show. All future ones I'm just going to straight up reject, because that's what we're going to do for the rest of the campaign. Alrighty, who wants to vacation down south? Pass. Disloyal. Pass. And no one has items, right? Nope. Alright, we are in autumn. Absolutely nothing going on. Sun leveled up again. Increased capture chance. I think he can. Or he can provide us a unit boost experience action-wide. That's probably the only thing he can really do. Oh, industrial exploitation. Right, maybe he just be a Simon character for now. I think we'll have Guojia do the capturing. You know, he's actually not gaining any experience right now standing here, but once we start fighting some rebels, he will get a chance to gain some experience. Let's continue. Alright, this is an episode where we watch the AI play the game, but it's probably only going to be this episode. I think we'll actually reach turn 50 rather fast at this pace, because, you know, the only thing I have to optimize is like turn timings and stuff. And let's just continue. Alrighty, spring season, the most promising time. Oh, she's back! This is our unbreakable general that we fired. She's returned. I think generals tend to come back quite often in the game, which is pretty interesting. Alright, so I want to put this out there. Actually, no, I need food if I want to do that. I have to do this first, which is fine. Reform-wise, we're going to get higher level tax buildings, which we cannot build until we get... this requires small city. And I think level 5 requires only small... Right, so that's good. So we can spam this as small city, which is only one tier of this food, so minus 20 here, but then a big increase here. Alright, that's it. That's all we can do. We don't have another build, right? This is just telling us people hate us and everyone's gonna run away. Yep. And nobody hate us here. Guojia is starting to drop. Right, all his recently hired has died out. Here, hold on to something. Let's continue. Alrighty, brother in arms. Friendship deepens. So far, all positive events. Picked up an armor, useless. For now. We'll eventually have generic vanguards. Or, yeah, vanguards. We have food, now we can upgrade. He can get cancelled as we put the order in. We might rush this after like a couple turns, but not right now. Alright, we're good to go. We don't have to check this every turn, because really, there's no factions near us. And we're busy having kids, a daughter. And they will probably all come of age, because we're going to be sitting here for quite a while. Jin Xuan. High satisfaction, faction-wide. Did I adopt him? Just for 5 satisfaction? No. Ooh. 旅饭. I mean, eventually we will have spice, for sure. Silk might take a while, but we will have spice. He's loyal. And he's only level 2. I think we'll grab him. And we'll put our son back. And that is it. Okay. Ron died. Liu Bei and Gongsun Zan really... I mean, yeah, we studied many years ago. I mean, okay, sure. Teacher tried a vacation down south and we turned him away. Reason was too old. Alright, I'm gonna rush this just so that I get this slot out a little bit faster. We are not... I don't know. Should we go all in on peasantry? It's not the best income source in the game, but... Let me check out my unique building. So we get public order, must-use turn discount, prestige, has upkeep, income to all sources. Increases all those. The split is between starting rank for cavalry versus corruption reduction. Ah. Interesting trade-off. And that's the only trade-off I see. Oh, and upkeep. And upkeep. Right, and upkeep. Requires a small regional. I can go up to here, get 15 points of prestige. If I'm at small city, I'm at 12 points, 16 points. Fishing port's only gonna stay 5 points. Ah, it's not worth it. I can't get to second marquise. So probably not worth it, because it's also gonna boost my public order, which goes against what I want to do. The question is now, state workshop or inn? Probably inn. This will end up being commerce and food place. Population growth. 110 income. That's pretty much what this is. Actually more than that, because there's 25% here. 135 income per turn. 70 times 25 times nothing. Okay, so 70 times 25 is what? 4, 35, 17, 87.5. Population growth, 1 for food. 1 food doesn't matter. We can make it 105. Slightly more competitive. We have no tax collector because we got no commanders. Usually this is not a big decision, but considering that we only have 1 place. I think this is slightly more optimal, at least at this point. Requires a grain. Requires a tool maker. We're locked by actual requirements here. Okay, I think that made the decision for me. We're gonna go in right here. Just get that building slot filled, then we're just gonna pump this all the way up. Rebellion's coming. We got a bunch of people who are doing nothing here that needs leveling up as well. So we're gonna summon them. Yes, even you, the administrator, will come out and fight. As will our wife. The triple strategist army, who happen to all like each other. Stunning. Alright, we'll fight them together so everyone can get a little bit of experience in the delegate. And why are we still... No one's below 25. Why are we still... Oh, someone is at 25. At 25. You wanna drop? Not really. Alright, let's continue. Alrighty, new turn. A murderer. Convicts escaping south. Pass. Okay. See, that went away. So maybe someone was below 25 the turn before. Alright, that's what we're going for. We don't need to rush that. And that's it. The little conquer Sun Ce's on the map. Reform time. Our exciting moment of the campaign. Level 4 tax collection and level 5. I don't need that yet. Corruption really doesn't matter. We might need the level 4 in at this current point because I think that's what we can actually get it upgraded to. Which will be nice. That'll be a good amount of income for us. 280. Plus whatever 25% we get here. So 320. Not bad. Right, sounds good. And when's the rebellion coming out? About 3 turns. Let's continue. Liu Yu has been destroyed. Now, we didn't do it. Maybe he'll come join us. He's friends with my son. Yuan Shu wants to declare emperor. Liu Yu... Oh, he's actually willing. So, his bonuses are not bad. Surplus market, 15% trade influence, plus 1 trade agreement. There is a chance that he could become a free LC general, I think, because he does start in the 190 start. He was quite popular. He would be someone you want to feature in an early start date, of course, but he also dealt a lot with the, Naman factions. Not Senbei factions, the northern nomads, not the southern nomads. So that could be something interesting. It's easy to keep him happy. His bonuses are good, but we can't use anything except for surplus market as an assignment. He's old. I wouldn't adopt him or anything. That's probably not what we want. None of the trade would matter in This Is Total War. So he's one option. No. Hao Shang's available. What happened to you? Looks like he has... Oh, Burn Officer. 27-year-old Burn Officer. That's so tempting. With armor, too. He's willing to spy, so even though he worked for Cao Cao, he's clean. You're coming with armor. I might pay 1,000 for that armor. My son could use it. Heck, for old time's sake, make up for what we did to you historically. Frame you and get your whole family killed. We paid 1,000 for you to gain 3 points of authority. Not enough to push it even 1 point higher, which is just unfortunate. How do we keep a Burn Officer happy who's level 4? This is impossible. We need a core position for him, but oh, give him a title. We pay for it. Oh, you can go now. What do we do with you? You're decently happy. He's rivals with Gongsun Zan, I bet. Right, so that's gonna be rough. He will never have desire for higher office. If he's standing there, he'll give everyone else 1 point of satisfaction. I just give him this. We can do it. We can overcome. Oh my god, can you bring less men? They don't like each other. Hold on. Can we... Right, he likes the scholars. Too smart for his own good. So we would have to give him a pretty decent title. Make him not hate us. This might help. Minus 50% is minus 18, right? These are plus 15. Cost 200. 200 will be plus 25. Okay, that's still slightly better. But if he levels up anymore, that's the question. Alright, we'll go cheap first, because there's a promotion one recently promoted for 10 points. We'll let that keep him afloat for a little bit. And then this will give him 4 points. Sure. Now she's unhappy. Yeah, I think sibling jealousy reset because we had a new kid. Boom. Get that rebellion going quickly. I am not paying for your retinues. Get those garbage out of there. I might eventually just have him collect tax here. So 4 turns, I want to cancel this. Maybe he goes in and start collecting taxes. Next turn? Okay, alright, let's do that. Because we do have a bit of a peasantry stack here. Let us continue. Alright, stop giving me tempting characters. Those Julan's not tempting. She might have items though. Nope. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so go in and do that for a few turns for me. Rebellion's finally gonna happen. Mother and son. Come get some experience. I think Guojia will still lead the attack. No one else really have any boost to capture it. Well, no, how did you... Oh, you're administrator. That's fine. You can level up. We can get a big boost of food and then eventually lead to a big boost of reserves. This also helped population growth. Yeah, I think he's gonna stay as a administrator for most of his career. Yeah, sure. Keep our food high. We're gonna have great imperial favor when that happens. But no one, despite being at war with all the Han factions, we have not taken any land or beaten any army. And the only armies who are gonna fight are yellow turbans. So let us go. Alright, I'm showing this one because we finally have a faction who wants to pay us. First time. But we're not gonna show any more after this. Alright, we can only side with one person because we do have Dutiful as a trait, which is totally fine. We have our first rebel spawn, no item, which is great for Guojia to level up off of. There's no pressure to capture him. First, let's see... Nope. Pass. Pass. Wait, Chocho? He was the prefect of Xu province when Liu Bei went to go steal it and killed him around 200. Good thing you escaped down south, but we're not taking you. So I want everyone to get experience here.
向前进军。我的目标十分明确，志如流水，一统天下。
Capture rate 67 right now. Not great, but not bad.
他们缺乏智略，留着他们不过是浪费物资。
How much experience you get for that one? 275. I mean, it is split up among a lot of parties, so I understand, but still, that is quite low. Okay. I guess I'll just build the last one for 5 turns instead of 4 turns and keep the money increasing one in there. And let everyone stand here for now. Protector of 3 realms. We have 3 generals, same type. We have 4 strategies actually. Alright, let's keep going. Alrighty, Winter. Beavis Attendant, not very helpful. He is not happy. He is not happy. Recently hired is going away. He's going to be at 4. We're going to probably have to give him a title as well, or we can just fire him. I was trying to do him a favor, but he just kind of hates Gongsun Zan, which is tough. He might get over death of a friend soon. That was not caused by us, by the way. But being rivals, I mean, it will just take time for us to work that relationship off, and that just might be too difficult. Oh, we might have killed him. Right, that might have been us. I'm gonna hang on to him for now. I mean, if it's red and minus 25%, it's okay, as long as they're not too red. Let's just continue. Alright. The Emperor comes of age. Let's check our Imperial favor. 40? Why? I mean, but we didn't take any land. Well, we know what to do. Boom. 50. 50. We need more food if we want to keep this public water thing going. We definitely do. We're perfect timing on the reform. I mean, the Emperor is creating more stress with this satisfaction issue. We can't do anything about it though. It is what it is. I mean, every 5 turns I can boost it, and eventually we can get 10 points for it, because we're not going to lose any. Our food is just about even. I can spend money to rush it. 1,300 is not that bad, and we can start boosting our food. Just to offset it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna rush 1,800 for that though. This at least gives me money. This is gonna lose me more money. Alright, so right now our income is what? Not bad. 464 peasantry. It's not maxed it because we can get land development going. Alright, that's really all we can do. Let's keep going. We don't want anyone here. Turn 35, rebellion coming soon again. Yeah, this public order is not hurting us too bad, because we can boost it every 5 turns and we'll start getting benefits very soon. This is a problem. His recently hire is dying down. I mean, if I shift him here, it's not as good as just giving him this senior officer boost. Yeah, it's actually probably better just to give him this.
树下盘根错节，巨木赖此为生。
If I boost this, I probably want to build it up a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think 9 food is enough. I'm gonna try another one next turn. I'll boost it, see what happens, see if we can offset. Once we hit 10 food, does it give us +1 increase? No item? Okay. Still pretty good for Coral 2. Maybe they don't need to steal the experience from, oh, not Coral, from Guojia. Guojia can just take the experience as the leader himself. More kill passed over them, and they don't need to level up. No one really needs to level up in this faction. Gongsun Zan killing everyone.
放了他们吧，对我们毫无用处。心存智慧。
Ah, still 275. It's the same thing. Okay. No. 10 is not the threshold either. That's a little bit disappointing. Well, at this point we will go upgrade this for income. This is now officially reform locked. Okay, cool. 14 here. Oh. Yeah, there's too many people to save. Give us a philosopher, please. Master of defense. He did build a lot of forts. Right. Debatable which one's better. The fact is I can get this as a small city, but I would need grain. Here I need tools, so it doesn't really matter. It's basically which one of these do I want. Do I want more food or do I want 25% more peasantry? 25% more peasantry right now is worth, well, potentially I can build this. Potentially 280, 240, 520, 520, next level. Next level is what? Next level is still 25. Okay, so 545. 545, 25% of that's like 100 something. 100 something. So we need... yeah, I mean, eventually I would still want to go down this branch, so... this would be the one I build. I'm gonna rush this too. And get this going. This will wait a little bit. It's kind of pricey to rush that one. Yeah, let's keep going. She's back again. Another Diva's attendant. Another rebellion next turn. All planned. Nothing new. Nobody new. Let us continue. Alrighty. Bar manager. Finally something useful. Fiery. Oh, Oathorns with father. Great. We're saved. When I asked for a philosopher, we got the second best thing. Okay, we gotta capture him. So this will take some patience. This will take some patience. But first, we got what we came for here. Now we can start a new direction. I don't need another administrator. I need these. This is level 4 land development. And this, I believe, is level 5 land development. So let's go down the green tree. And also, people really like Azure Dragons for some reason, or they want me to show it. I used this in like my first few campaigns, and then I learned that they're bad, so I went with Onyx Dragons after that. But sure, we can play around with these. Okay. Well, yeah, you're still level 1. You don't have what it takes. You're level 5. So here's the experiment, right? If we have a level 5 taking the fight, I just want to see the percentages. 72%. If we have a level 1 with perceptive, which is 10% off the bat, we cannot reach him. Huh. Well, you guys do the honor? You guys out of movement as well? Level 3. Oh, no. This is not cool. Give me your level 5. Wait, I think I can reach him, can I? No? This is awkward. The river. I want them to get away. I don't want them to get attacked. This is the army I don't want to. Like, these two can both attack. Alright, I think I can accept that. I'm gonna help our public order for a little bit. It's also spring, which means we can boost Imperial favor. Thank God no one's teaming up to talk bad about us. Okay, so we're getting slightly positive bonuses now. We want to rush. Not really, it's still very pricey. Let's continue. Yeah, he gained a little bit of men, but not a big deal. Well, what happened? Why so many? Oh, a thief. But, we can't really afford you right now. Just really checking for burn officers at this point. Those who are willing to shell out for. Local hero increases public order, not local satisfaction. That's unfortunate. So here's the testing. What's the percentage? 67, so 5% less. Right, so we don't want this to be the leading fight. They're still in range, so we can have him lead. For 72. Right, we would just fight this, I guess, to keep him, to make sure he's alive. Alrighty, so no magic here. We're just gonna basically charge in there and try to do damage. We probably have to wait for Gongsun Zan to show up. He's gonna be our main force here. I believe we have 2 Burn officers in the area, which means they should have very low ammo to begin with. They will shoot at us because we obviously don't have any regular units with us, so there's no reason why they won't shoot at us. No dueling. If you are not level 4 yet, or our special character, well, my son actually can go with me. He has 1 use. Charge! 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 Roar! Please don't be unbreakable. Right, if he's unbreakable, that's really bad for us. Yeah, there's no art to this. Now we just whack him, but don't kill him. Whack, 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 whack. Capture the flag for morale debuff. Okay, good. That's just the way we want to do it. Alrighty.
智取胜于强攻。
Thank you.
赐他们死个痛快。
6 points of satisfaction to all our generals. I'll take it. 7 points of satisfaction to our general because he boosted Gongsun Zan's as well. Even you're not complaining anymore. What do we want you to have? Assignments, I guess. Industrial exploitation. Everyone became friends. It's like, what a fight. You guys fought great. Haven't had any action since we landed on this godforsaken island. Anyone want a fan? Someone's green. Wow, feels so good. Here, take a fan. Okay, I can probably eat. No, I can't. You're still very hard to deal with. But anyways, that's an improvement. And to celebrate, let's expand. It's not gonna affect the food. Oh, the public water, it went to -60. Okay, it's gonna get worse, Emperor. I'm so sorry. Land development. Let's get that going. Okay, so happy. Let's continue. Oh. Who's sieging us? Zanba. Coral landed an army? Hold on. No. Wait, what? Oh, they're here. Full stack. Sieging our poor little... we're not fighting him, but... Actually, we should. No, not like this, but we should let him siege us. We pull him. Okay, they sneak attack from... Interesting. We got ourselves some action down south. They snuck a long way. I don't mind losing it. Now we gotta plan for a proper defense of our capital.
井中有诈，一统天下。吾有要事与谋士商议。准备就绪，治行天下。
Am I worried? Not really. Yeah, not really worried.
志如流水。
Does losing food hurt us? Not really. We have +5 food on our administrator and we're about to build this, which can sustain the 6 food that we need for this. So even if we lose this thing next turn, we'll be just fine. Yeah. We're gonna take it back in the future. It'll be a good fight. Now, why is he... Like, why is he here? That's my question. Like, what route did he take to not land here, but to land here? And also, why is he not losing... 2 strategists. That's why he has enough supplies. Interesting. Alright, I'm not gonna complain about that. Let's continue. Are they determined to siege us out? I mean, they can. I think it's still defensible if they actually try to fight us. We can pull the vision on 2 sides of the fishing port. It's actually possible to defend against this. But if they keep sieging, they would win. Okay, well, let them do their thing. We'll wait. They are really patient. Give them that. And they somehow have a lot of supplies. No attrition at all. Another sun. Alright, we're about to have a rebellion on our hand. Now we're actually reform locked. Which probably means we shouldn't have rushed it. That's fine. Let's see if they... oh, we should also stop being on march. Let's just continue. Ooh, we get a pick. Yeah, let's not be rivals anymore. Come on. Snap out of it. They are gonna just siege us out. Very wise. Like, they knew we could beat them. Let's see. Oh! Wow! Wow! Okay. Satisfaction problem all solved. No, not night battle. Not night battle. We want everyone to join. Alright, we'll put a tower out here, symbolically. Not unbreakable, right? Yeah, not unbreakable. Good. We'll let the wife stay alive. We ready? Everyone fresh? Charge! Charge! Block some of that arrow. Oh, we jumped the gun there. Roar! Oh, 国家. No, 国家 got caught. It's fine. He'll be fine. He has resiliency. Whack him a few times. We get another roar out. Come on, just route. Think about the concubine you're holding. There we go. Oh, that's fine. He bounced back. We captured a tower, that way he doesn't die. That's fine. Alrighty. No! We didn't capture him. No! We kept him alive and he still died. The game sometimes just does things. Yes, that's a good contribution you can make to the team. Well, we'll try to get another item in the future. They're gonna try to take this siege. We got an Oathworm from that. That's nice. Why did he die? We kept him alive. Anyways, reform time. You can get level 4 land development. And we can sweet talk the Emperor a bit more. Give us a bit more satisfaction here. And they get to take our fishing port, which will actually increase our income. So let's continue. Okay. Another faction destroyed. We are getting hit by their faction council, which means they have faction council, which means they're marquees. It doesn't hurt us that bad. Surrender on this turn. I mean, what do you want me to do? Take a fight here with this many men? Just do a little bit of damage that they'll heal back. Oh, they're running out of supplies for oh, finally. Finally. I don't really care. Go ahead. Take it. Alright, we got to declare war on during the end turn by Yuan Shao, who was mediating a peace between him and Gongdu, I believe. It was weird. Oh, Gongsun Du. Right. And he was asking us to peace out with him, and we're like, no, we're not going to peace out with you. Oh, sweet. You got wiped out, huh? Cao Cao? Well, come join us. Hopefully you still have all your items. Where's your brother? Where's your brother? Oh, decked out. Decked out. Okay, decently happy, but this is a +8 item he's holding on right now. Population growth, oh my god, that's even more important than this. Although I don't think we can reverse the negative effect with only 2 county. It's really good in a huge commandery. -12 right now. Well, right now we can overcome it just with the reforms. Okay, okay, so good items all around, but this one I don't really care that much about because it's public order for a ministry commandery that actually goes kind of against what we have. So we might just delegate this with the new patience, 91% with patience. Don't fail us now, 91%. He's still standing. That's good news. There we go. It's an item that we cannot use right now, but it's a cool item. Okay, so Yanbai, can you get summoned here? Yes, you guys can. Oh, so many items, so many units. These are nice. These are really nice. These are terrible. I'll be paying 160 times 4 times 3 times 3. 480? Yeah, 480. It's definitely acceptable since we do have a war coming soon. I'm assuming they will march up. I mean, sure, come. Okay.
无效山林。计谋胜于蛮力。
I'm not gonna. We're gonna do a swap. We're gonna do a swap. He's using this for +10 satisfaction, really, which isn't giving us any benefits. Whereas this can gives him authority. Everyone else can be happier. And this can go to Yanbai Hu and get +10, but we can't do it this turn, so he'll be sad for a moment, but he'll be fine soon. Might as well get this off of you. Your horse. Your horse. And do a big horse swap. Take your bronze one, because I feel like with the right horse we can get +3. Ah, oh, still so close. +4. Yes, we got +3. Okay. Small victories. Small victories. Alright, we'll let him muster up right here. We're not going to touch him. They're rank 5. The good thing about these guys is they have stock and snipe, which means they will stay invisible. And with poison arrow, they'll be great. We do have poison arrow, right? No, we will have poison arrow. We will have poison arrow. He has poison volley, so that's already great. Yeah, and we'll take them on, of course. He has flexibility. That's 5% more replenishment for them. Well, yeah, when are you gonna level up? Oh, he's getting there. He's getting there. All right, let's continue. Alrighty, living in harmony. Good. I do want them to team up. So I think what will happen with our plan? Oh, burn officer, spy, definitely spy. Pass. Right, we're talking about the future, and understanding actually ruins a lot of things. Oh no, he ruined it with Yanbai Hu, but this is the army setup. So they will swap. And the reason for this swap is that we have a capture general here with our son, which is good. And this will be double Burn Officer plus Yan Bai Hu, right? And we will have Reach on this Burn Officer. They get along. Yan Bai Hu doesn't get along with Guo Jia, which might be a little bit problem, but probably not down the line. It'll be okay. But this will be very strong range. And this army will be the army that we will use to defeat them, and also that we will use to sail all the way. We'll take Hainandao as well, Hepu, and we'll sail all the way to Jiuzhen. This will be our initial landing spot. A couple reasons. One, this I believe is a lumberyard, which will enable us to upgrade our fishing port to level 5. And also it's corner of the map. We can safely expand up because this is total war. Armies can keep coming, so we gotta just hug the borders and try our best to take things out. We still have to defend the island. As you can see, people are still coming. That's gonna be the plan. Right now our income is taking quite a hit. One reason is we have too many generals. Can we ease someone out of a visor role, a title role? Like, can I cancel this for you and you can still not hate me? Questionable. Hello? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. 20 is okay. Alright, let us continue. Alrighty. Chengyu. No, not worth it.
快点儿！
I'm not gonna rush things. I'm gonna go back. No sight of the army. We'll pull everyone back a little. You can sit inside. I'll sit behind. You can stay there. Alrighty, I think Gongsun Zan leveled up. That's why he kind of roared on the field. Redeployment cost discount. Could have used it earlier, but that's fine too. We will rush this now because we can get the level 5 upgrade. There we go. So now we're just gonna wait for them to show up to fight us. That's kind of the only thing we can do at this point. Alrighty, we're in the summer of 200. Let's see if anyone used any faction council proposal against us. Sun Ce has died. He got the assassination event. Historically, he dies in the summer of 200. Very accurate. Spot on. Thief, wrong side of the tree. Now, is Mi Feng's silver armor worth a recruit? Probably, to be honest. Only 1,000. He's not worth keeping. We're struggling with money here. Don't really want it. So we'll just delegate 91%, you know. If it doesn't work out, it's out of our hand.
诸位举杯相庆吧。我们可养不起他们。我绝不动摇，目标明确。
Ooh, mom leveled up, which is bad for everyone's happiness. Yeah. Combat road's really the only one that matters. You're at 16 now. Well, we haven't become friends yet. Just difficult, huh? Acquaintances, we're not rivals anymore. Right, we're not rivals anymore. What are you talking about? That is weird. Anyways, public order. I don't want that bonus. It doesn't give us more authority than what we have, so not useful. We forgot to talk about ourselves last turn. Alrighty. Harvest of 200, we got a Diviner, which is alright. Got some Friendship. Already ranked up. I think we're going to end our episode here. This is pretty much our 50 turns of development, as I mentioned. So now we're on turn 51. This is a new start for us. We're going to build up our first army. We're going to send them to recapture our fishing port. And then we're going to sail them all the way over to Hepu and into Jiuzhen. Hepu, just because it's on the way, we might even snatch up some land along the way. We could also start out in Goliang. Like, we could take them and not defend them and get ourselves ranked up first, and then keep moving, get a corner, and then come back out. That could be a strategy instead of keep sailing all the way down, which could be faster. It depends. We'll see what we are going to end up doing. But that's the idea. We have spent our 50 turns of development. I wouldn't say peacefully, because we did get invaded at the end here. Quite surprising, he did invade us, but we will be taking that back. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!